Difficult times. Yeah, we know 'em. We live 'em. Times when it seems like there's no hope. Your life's been turned upside down. The things you used to do and experience every day have been burgled from you. These times when you go to the veggie drawer and find emptiness, it can be devastating. Never be without celery again with the Green Fist Celery of the Month Club, brought to you by the New School University. Tired of dipping stuff that tastes good in your condiments when you run out of celery? Growing your own celery just takes too dang long, and the store always has some bland celery from who knows where. Why have a green thumb when you can have a green fist? Really craving that fist? Become a celery repeat offender. Choose monthly, weekly, or our most popular option, thrice daily, so that you can have delicious and nutritious celery with every meal. Did you know celery has other uses too? Celery's unique shape lends it to many different uses. So whether you're just a stalker or a full-time celery repeat offender, never be without celery ever again.
Is coming at you like a swift strike from the IDF. Yalla.
It's hot jazz today. It's hot jazz today
with Dan and Kev.
It's hot jazz today. It's hot jazz today
with Dan and Kev.
It's jazz, hot jazz, oh yeah.
Really killin'. Hey all you killin' cats, boys and boyettes. Welcome to the first episode of Hot Jazz Today. My name is Dan and my illustrious co-host is Kev. What's going on, boy?
Really killing. Hey, Dan.
Hey,
Glad
Kev.
to be doing my part to help out during these difficult times.
Yeah, Kev, it sure does feel great, doesn't it? Our world has never seen such a devastating crisis.
That's right, Dan. Jazz has never been threatened like this before. It's a really scary time.
Man, scary doesn't even tell you the whole story, Kev. That's why one of the pillars of HJ, T exclamation point is jazz awareness.
You couldn't be more right, Dan. According to our studies and peer-reviewed publications, most people don't even like jazz, much less listen to it. Most people in the world haven't even heard of our illustrious guest, unless you're in San Francisco or Japan, probably.
Truly heartbreaking, Kev. This is why, as protectors of this sacred art, we have to start doing our part to spread jazz awareness. I know we're going to have to start at our homes right now, but in a few weeks or maybe even the next few hours, we'll go out to our saunas, our places of business, and we'll jazz awareness there. So Kevin and I are salt of the earth musicians just like you, and we know how hard it is for you guys right now. So we're trying to help do our part to bring the jazz awareness here with our illustrious guests.
Swing in. Now's the time to come together as a community and recognize that this is the most important thing going on in our world today, and since 1953. Jazz.
Jazz. That's right, Kev. So before I get in a sentimental mood, let's not take five. In a mellow tone, I think I'll throw it over to Tris, who's going to introduce our illustrious guest, Mr. Taylor Tejaz Epstein.
Our guest today may give off that bad boy from the Bay persona, but Taylor Eigsti, or Tejaz to his friends, is really a delicate soul with succulent jazz oozing from every orifice. From humble beginnings, Tejaz has grown into a titan of the genre, commanding the stage with a presence rivaled only by the very pillars of jazz itself. Killing cats like Shakespeare, Sidney Bechet, or even celebrated modern colossi like Dick Oates. Eldar, Eigsti distinguishes himself from his contemporaries in many ways, both on and off the keys. For instance, Taylor is 5'7½", whereas Eldar seems to be around 5'6" at best. There is certainly no doubt that they are clearly different people. Despite his well-chronicled and fiery feud with Eldar, Tay Jazz has captivated audiences from all walks of life, from college-aged Israelis to older white women and occasionally even a little in between. What makes Tay Jazz so special, I hear you ask? Good question. Now, stick a Tay in front of that word we all love so much, and welcome the illustrious Taylor, TayJazz.com, Eagleston.
Dead air. Is it on? You guys are. Oh, you're going. Oh.
Excuse me.
It's time for some Eigsti magic with a one and only music icon, Taylor Eigsti.
Oh yeah, we're here with the one and only king of piano, Mr. Tay Jazz. How's it swinging over there, Taylor?
That's not bad.
So
it's a pleasure and an honor.
Thank you so much for being on the show today. We've really been huge fans of yours for such a long time.
Thanks, Matt. Wow, that's
Yeah, so we have
cool.
some questions for you. We're going to get to just right off the bat. Our fans don't want to hear you just talk about your piano playing all the time. So we want to hear what you're doing during this quarantine. How's it been going for you? What have you been doing, keeping yourself busy?
Well, every day is a new challenge, and I've been trying to eat healthy. I'm getting into celery, and
Join the Celery of the Month Club.
Killing.
yeah, every month they give you like a different type of celery.
Oh, that's
And,
really fun. That's really
I'm
fun.
not. Well, I'm not really sure that they're different. It might be like a placebo effect because they all seem like it's exactly the
No,
same.
they're different. They're one of our sponsors, actually. They're definitely different brands of celery, for sure.
Uh-oh. It's
So,
celery
anyways,
time.
so you were saying, you were just saying that you were hanging out in the Upper West Side, East Side. You said you were in Manhattan, right?
Yeah, Upper West.
Oh, is that where
And
is that where your apartment is?
it may be.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. Just. Bro. All right.
Cool.
You're listening to the one and only Taylor Eigsti.
Taylor Eigsti, most people know you as the bad boy from the Bay, as we kind of covered in the intro. What made you decide to move to New York?
Well, all my friends went there, so that's just kind of it's where I ended up, and been here since 2007, 2006, something like that.
Cool. So just kind of like following other people around, like wherever they move, you're sort of on board with that.
Yeah, I mean, if there's enough people moving someplace, I'm probably
You're probably
I'm gonna end up moving. Yeah.
Yeah. So you came there for a bunch of friends. Like, how?
Oh, actually, hold on. We're gonna have to take a message break right now, Kev. I hate to cut you off there. That's totally on me, but we are getting paid a lot of money from our sponsors, so we're gonna take a quick ad break. We'll be back to Hot Jazz Today just after.
Here at Bird Note, we know these are difficult times. But still, we remember why we've dedicated ourselves to bringing you the finest in nightlife and entertainment for over a lot of years. Sure, we love showing off our world-class acts and quenching your thirst at least 2 times per show. But it's not just our eagerness to serve our critically reviewed cuisine or our passion for providing you with our unmistakable guest experience, which keeps our loyal community humming. nor is it the unrecognizable things you'll hear during one of our sets. It's the spirit of jazz, from Dick Oates to other men, that keeps our hearts beating and our spirit rejoicing. We've always strove to capture the spirit of those cats from the past and provide opportunities for our amazing jazz community. And we do it for you. We look forward to the opportunity to open our doors again, whether it's for one of our intimate late-night sessions, where you can learn to love jazz in a practically guaranteed private setting, or take in one of the groundbreaking sages of modern jazz. Remember what's important. Keep supporting us, and we'll get through this. Let's all be more killin'.
All right, so that was, man, I can't wait till they get those jazz clubs open again. We actually have another thing going on right now. We're trying to get Iridium as an essential business, so we're trying to get that open as quickly as possible so we can get back in the doors there.
Yeah, we are all missing.
Anyways,
we are all missing the jazz club.
Yeah, back to your question, Kev. That's my bad.
Yeah,
I
back
just had
to
to
the
get
question. So
that
we were
in.
kind of talking about the scene in New York, and now the jazz clubs are closed. One person kind of stands out. Ben Wendell sort of has created his own sort of jazz club by hosting a series of duo concerts. He started with the Seasons, and they did standards with friends. And, we were just, Dan and I were talking earlier about, how do you even live in an apartment in New York where you're allowed to host a concert series? Like, those are some pretty cool neighbors. Do you have any insight onto, which building he happens to be living in, probably in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I just want to say, for the record, it does seem like you guys are fishing for people's addresses. So,
that's not a
no, we're
that's
just
my-
thinking.
So, anyways,
Yeah,
on to
no,
the
no.
next question. So, we actually, I'm going to share this slide with you here. And basically, what that is, we've been seeing Eric Harlan hanging out at GSI Studios, which is probably it's that big dark spot there. And then, so the other places, there's those little red spots, and so there's that album 13th Floor. We figured maybe you could tell us if you've seen us around, or like Eric around any of those spots that maybe have the red on there. So, because all those buildings have 13 floors, so we were just kind of wondering if you maybe had seen him hanging out over there.
Are any of those
Well, it seems like, I mean, I don't want to give you guys this idea because it seems actually dangerous at this point, but the whole contact tracing thing, people are really, there's now a GPS on everyone. So there's probably a way to find them if you really want to. But
All right,
Do you have
what
someone
were
that
you
we
saying?
can get in touch with?
What was the contact what?
yeah,
All
I mean,
right,
I
actually,
my understanding is.
We have a question from one of our Israeli listeners. Let's go out there.
Hey, what is your personal address and phone number?
אבו סבא, קודם תעשה, כבוד, אבו סחמה, מה קורה?
Yeah, it seems like even kind of some of the guests that are being flied in here, they're really, it does appear that they're interested in finding addresses. And, for me, it's just, I like to, lead like just a generally, not ambiguous, what's the word, like anonymous life,
Kill him.
I like to think I just live wherever,
So you're not really into your fans, is what you're kind of saying here, which is totally cool. I get it. Yeah.
Well,
oh, cool. Dan, what are you drinking?
In that respect,
Sorry, Taylor. I'm drinking. It's a little top shelf Blue Note scotch.
Very nice.
Anyways, back to Taylor.
He was just going on about his fans and
Yeah, how he doesn't really. Well, speaking of someone who does pay attention to their fans, we got this great video we want to show you. We'll get back to the maps later. I just wanted to. What we do here is we let you show you some videos that we really think are killing. So Kev sourced this really killing video from a website called YouTube, and we're gonna play it. Yeah, we're gonna play it right now.
I got Harry Ray.
I love gold.
Buffalo. Says it's live.
Buffalo.
Says it's live.
I'm gonna go in the blue Chevrolet Impala blast.
Uh-oh. It's celery time.
Sorry to interrupt this show, but there are bigger fish to fry. There's a conspiracy in jazz that nobody is talking about. A hidden hand, influencing how we think, play, and feel. I can't even begin to paint this picture. This Sistine Chapel of secrets, lies, and psychological warfare that is going on in quote-unquote jazz. But I sure as hell am not going to keep my mouth shut. For example, did you know that Ringo Starr is the drummer on A Love Supreme? Think about it. Right? Also, have you ever seen a picture of the recording session with Elvin Jones in it? Or what about this picture? I know. You're probably thinking, that's impossible. Quincy Jones said that they used to secretly sub drummers for Ringo in his recording sessions. Of course Quincy Jones is going to say that. He's part of this entire conspiracy. Ever hear of QAnon? Never even put two and two together, huh? What about Sun Ra? Didn't you ever find it weird that there was a musician from the star Sirius playing jazz on our airwaves? You know who else claimed they were from Sirius? Karl-Heinz Stockhausen, the Blue Man Group, and of course, Eric Lewis. You thought scatting was just Ella Fitzgerald forgetting lyrics and improvising? What if I told you that scatting refers to someone who receives sexual gratification from feces? What kind of sick messages were these jazz singers sending to each other through our airwaves? Why did CIA breeding ground Skull and Bones recruit a jazz trombonist by the name of George Lewis? The same George Lewis who teaches at the Modern Music Facility at Columbia University, the same location of the Manhattan Project. What about the connection between Frank Sinatra, the Mafia, and JFK? But the most sickening deception of all. What race is Keith Jarrett? Some people think he's black. Some people think he's white. Did you know he's actually Puerto Rican?
Okay, I don't know what that was. So anyways, now we're going to go on to a segment we like to call the Lick of the Day.
Life from Israel, it's the lick of the day. Abu Hamas, Kus Ammar.
We got this segment for you, Tay. This is kind of where we show you two licks. I think people have been tagging you on Instagram all week. If you've been paying attention to the Hot Jazz Tay Instagram, you know you got to like, you got to subscribe, you got to tag Tay Jazz, right? And then you get the opportunity to basically be best friends with them and win, the prize.
Yeah, what's our prize this week, Dan?
Shut up, Taylor. The prize is this Aebersold record.
Yet another sick burn by Dan.
Yeah, so clearly if you're submitting licks of the day, you love to shed, right? So, and you have an LP player because you're cool. So this is moving on. It's a Jamie Aebersold LP. They're in great condition. Excellent to fair condition. They're in okay condition. They've been in a storage.
We're live.
They're in good condition.
It says it's live. Wow.
I just want to point out two things. One, to anyone submitting a lick of the day, there is a really good chance that you're going to be a finalist. I just have a feeling. We've had to weed through a lot of submissions, or I guess Kev and Kev have. I haven't heard any of these yet, but I also want to say that I do want to just mention for a second that this celery is making me absolutely sick. You're just not supposed to eat this much of it. I know they're a sponsor, and I was kind of like, it was my understanding that I was kind of supposed to eat it. So
Well,
That
you
seems
ordered
like-
the
yeah.
thrice daily, and you got 2 of those subscriptions. So
Yeah, that's
I don't think anyone should be consuming that much fiber.
Yeah, that's a fibrous
well, this is
diet
about
indeed.
This is about all I can eat.
All right, so we're gonna get to the segment now, which is again lick of the day before we were kind of rudely
It's
interrupted.
celery time.
So these licks. This first one is from another one of our friends in Israel. His handle is Shiisei. Here goes.
I'm tired of down 10. I'm tired of down 10, down 15. On my down 15. I'm down 15, 20. I'm down 15, down 20. I'm tired of down 30 and 30 and 30.
All right. Wow, that was killing.
Okay.
That was really
That
killing.
was pretty killing.
What'd you think about
Really
that,
killing.
Jazz?
I thought, I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
If that was, it's succinct, it gets to the point. What other submissions are there?
I have one more for you. This is from a suck
Nice,
one.
multiple.
A suck one here. Okay? All right. What'd you think of that one?
You make it look easy.
I'm kind of into that one. It's,
Where are you
it's
kind of-
adventurous.
Where are you into that one at?
Yeah, again, I just want to make it really clear that, my address is kind of a private thing. And, I'm not even so worried about
No, that's fun.
people
That's cool. No, that's
showing
fun.
up at my
So
door.
what's your
It's just,
what's
it's
the
like-
no, that's it's I mean, you agreed to be on the show and you're kind of not really answering the questions that
That lick of the day
Um,
really sucked.
So
I don't
which
know,
one-
I mean,
did you think that did
all
you,
over
did
the
you
place.
think any of the licks were good even?
No, I like the second one. That
Who's getting the
the
Abrams?
second one.
Second one?
Okay, so so well, let's play that again. This is a Wow, that was incredibly killing.
I thought that you said it was a suck one, but then looking at the screen name, it actually is a suck one.
That's what their screen. Yeah, it's
Asuk one.
Oh, Asuk one maybe. Yeah, could be.
I misunderstood.
True story.
So a suck one, you've won. Moving on, volume 4 of a new approach to jazz improvisation for all instruments by
Really
Jamie Abersold. Play along book and so there's a book in here. That's killing. All right, killing.
That is really killing.
We're gonna get this out to you. Unless you're in Israel, we'll wait on that maybe. So
That's really killing.
this is a segment we like to call Yes or No. All right, Taylor. So how this one's gonna go is basically I'm gonna ask you some yes or no questions, and you're gonna give me a yes or no answer. Sound easy?
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty. There's no way for you to get my address that way, at least. So
I don't know why you think we'd even be doing that. Would you ever go skydiving?
yeah, I mean.
So yes or no answer only. Yes or no.
Would you ever go skydiving?
Yes.
Would you ever go skydiving?
Yes.
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 Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you?
Nice. I got that one right.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, you did. Taylor Eigsti, what would you ever have a pet snake?
It's time for some Eigsti magic with a one and only music icon, Taylor Eigsti.
That's nice of you to come with your own graphics. So, would you have a pet snake?
I'm not doing that. I don't. The graphic is just.
That's
a
our
part of the
producer,
program.
That's that's what I was talking to Kevin. I don't know why you thought I was talking to you.
So we're gonna need an
so,
answer on this one.
so can we get back on track here? Would you have a pet snake? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So this is the last one. Right here. Yes or no? What happens when you die?
We're gonna need an
yes.
answer here.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. This is a segment we like to call Yes or Noer. So
All
as
right,
the
in this
graphic said,
game,
yes
I'm
or
going to
no,
play a
Kev?
clip of either the LA-based pop band Nowhere or the English-based prog rock band Yes, and you're going to have to tell me which one it is. I'm going to start with Dan. I'm going to play a clip. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, the other player gets a chance to steal. All right, let's get it started.
I mean, hold on, Kev. I don't think this is fair. I think we should probably get a scoreboard going here.
Oh yeah,
because
if you have a scoreboard, it would be a little bit.
I
easier
think
to
it would
keep
be
track.
a little easier for everybody to keep track of if we had a scoreboard.
Yeah.
So what do you usually go by? Tay Jazz, Tay, Celery King, Tay. I'll go Tay. Okay. So right now it's 0-0. So Kev, you're telling me I can steal if he gets it wrong?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. So who goes first? Him or me?
We'll start with our guest here. Actually, we'll start with Tay Jazz. Let's
Okay.
give him a clip
cool.
here.
All right. Let's give him a clip.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So is that the LA-based band Nowhere, or is that the prog rock band Yes?
You know, I wouldn't. It.
Let's give him some
part
more.
of me wants
answer here.
Let's give him some
part
more.
of me. A part of me. Yeah. Yeah, that does. The
It's a really tough one.
Yeah.
Just trying to see if. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, who do you think?
Well, while that could be Genevieve Artadi and Lewis Cole, I also feel like just based on the mix and stuff, I think that's Yes.
All right.
that
You
right?
got that one. Let's
Wow,
put
you
a point
got
on the
that
board
one.
for him.
Wait, you got that one
Nicely
right?
done. Yeah.
Okay.
I was listening to a thing with Eric Carlin earlier, and he was complimenting you on your ability to listen, and clearly that
guy's
you're
killing.
going off. All right, so now Dan, here we go. This one's for you.
Okay, this one's for me.
This is for you. All right,
Well,
is that
that's
a
all I
electronic
get?
jazz duo Nowhere, or is that the prog rock band Yes?
Wow, I mean, I'm gonna go Nowhere.
Yeah, all right, we got a tie game here.
Tie game.
All right, let's
Okay.
throw it back to Tay Jazz.
All right, we're gonna throw it back to Tay Jazz. Okay.
This one's for you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Yes. But the first part felt like.
Wow.
Yeah, there you
okay.
go.
All
Yeah,
right.
it could. I mean, Nowhere would. I mean, they're an adventurous group. I love that group.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Tay Jazz pulling ahead. Let's throw it back to you, Dan.
All right. Oof, this is getting tough, I think.
Yeah, the next round's gonna be a little bit more challenging.
Wow.
All right. For
I'm
the
gonna
tie?
I'm gonna go Nowhere again. I think it's Nowhere.
Hey, all right. So far, we got a perfect game here. No pressure, Tay Jazz, but can we maintain a perfect game here with this next clip? We got a.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, so far, it's been kind of surprising that it's been just alternating between the two. So we'll see what happens on this next.
I got a lot of surprises in store for you. Don't you worry, bud.
Wow.
All right, Yes or Nowhere?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I am starting to kind of think this is rigged in Dan's favor, but I'm gonna have to.
It's a tie game.
I'm gonna have to say, absolutely for sure that is an early Knower record. So that I would say Knower.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
That's gonna cost you. And for the chance to steal, we're gonna throw it back to Dan here.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. I think this is rigged.
So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Yes, in 1984, I believe, did a listening session for Kind of Blue by Miles Davis where they played it. And this would have been at, I think Smalls at the time was a listening room. I don't know if you knew this. That's where that's
Someone
from.
that knows their Yes history, and it's really isn't.
Yet another sick burn by Dan.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Again, I would just point to that. You know, it feels like this is rigged.
What's the next one's for me?
The next one is for you. Yeah, you that one. Now you have a chance to really take the lead here.
Oh, Andy gets the steal.
All right, another pretty tricky one.
Yeah.
Man, I think I'm having a hard time with this one. Knower?
That is correct. All right. So we're turning ahead. In the tricky round, Dan keeps a perfect score where Tejaz faltered a little bit. But we'll have a chance to redeem himself here. Let's throw him another quiz right now.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the duo Knower or is that Yes?
Nice.
Yeah, at this point I know this is very.
I actually know this one, Kev.
I know that.
We're gonna need an answer here.
We're gonna need an answer, Tejaz.
I mean, there's no way to say what.
Is that a no? So you're saying Knower?
So it feels almost like
you down.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
All right, Dan, with another chance to steal.
Okay,
Wow.
well, I got to say a couple things on this. So it was a wintry night, I believe February 20th? February 21st? February 20th. It was the Iridium Jazz Club, I believe, and there was a Yes cover band called Total Mass Retain that was playing that night. And I believe that's the door, if I'm not mistaken, from the bathroom, the women's room at Iridium. The Iridium Jazz Club in New York City.
That's correct. There was a Yes cover band from February 20th, 2020.
Is that true? Did I get it right?
That is, yeah, you got it right. That was the clip. All right.
Wow.
So that was kind of a runaway there.
Should I think?
Still, I didn't. Yeah. I didn't know it was a live. I didn't know you were counting live performances or components of like audio recording of bathroom doors.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know anything about the segment until we started it. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that you're expected to be one of the teachers of our young jazz lions, and you don't really know basic jazz. How many points did I have, Kev? 6?
Yeah, we're gonna round up to 8 though.
Let's round up to 10. 10.
Yeah, we're gonna round up
10 to 2.
And Taylor took a couple hits there, so we're gonna put him at. Let's take back down to 1.
Yeah, I didn't. My understanding was that I wasn't supposed to go backwards in the score. It does seem like it's getting a little.
All right, Taylor, let's get a little more yes. Will you come back on Hot Jazz today?
I mean, yeah.
Nice.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I would like to. I'd probably want to get into a little bit of a conversation about just the scoring system in general. And also, I
have our producer here.
I also, it would be my preference to not have to eat celery the whole time, but I understand that they're a sponsor and it's important to show and that sort of a thing. So,
Wrong, sir.
It's celery time.
Yeah, I mean, if they're paying for this, then
Well, the celery,
than-
I think kind of the thing right now is the celery business in America is kind of leading the way in economic rebirth in this country. So we're kind of, latching on to them, kind of help us with our jazz awareness. Celery's been a huge supporter of jazz awareness.
Well, I think that's fantastic. Whatever, anyone could do.
Anyways, it's supposed to be yes or no. So do you want this show to end right now?
This is a free trial of Loopback.
Well, it seems like Loopback's going to run out. So
Hot Jazz today.
Do you want this is a yes or no question?
Pretty simple question.
Who's that swing?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll see you next episode, huh?
yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. No,
Okay,
I mean,
great.
I would come back. I would like to, I would say if you're at home, support the show. Don't do anything to facilitate like an address being given out, just because I feel like there's some safety issues with that. And
we're gonna bleep that.
Yeah, this part's not going to make the final edit.
Yeah, we'll bleep all that out.
We'll bleep this stuff. Just actually,
maybe we'll,
you know what?
put his address.
You're listening to the one.
If you want to go ahead and blast your address, we'll bleep that out too. Just so I know where to send the gift that I got you.
Yeah, it seems like probably the best way to go about any of that is just write a letter to Crowdcast, right? Like mail it, support the U.S. Postal Service.
Okay, I'll do
and
that.
Write an actual letter to Crowdcast. That's probably the best way to, just ensure that people's privacy is being protected.
Okay, great. So, Tay Jazz, it's been excellent having you on here. You've been certainly inspirational, and you've really just made us feel. I know I speak for Kev when I say you've made us just feel so special, and it was just such a fun time here.
Whatever you do right now, don't you stop timing.
This was at least this was as special for me as I'm sure probably you take the average viewer.